Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Stage 4 Endo Chronicles and I'm Miriam. I'm gonna see how long I can last out here because as much as I love nature, I don't like bugs, so if they start flying around me, please forgive me for swatting them or running inside. Okay, so on today's episode we're going to be talking about laparoscopies and an ultrasound. It's kind of a little sad one for me. I know I've said that I'm going to try to keep this channel as light and kind of fun as possible, but this one's a little sad for me. So if you've seen my previous video, just catch up to speed if you haven't. I have stage 4 endometriosis and I've had 2 laparoscopies in the past 4 years. So for me, it seems like they've been, 2 years apart. And with laparoscopies, with my experience with laparoscopies, is that my first one was great because in terms of emotional for me, I was just elated. I was happy that I was finally diagnosed. It took me a while, maybe about like 5 years, 3 to 5 years to be diagnosed. And when I finally was, and I was just really happy that there was a solution to this pain that I've been experiencing. Sorry for the noise, I live off a main road. I was just really happy to have it done, and I just thought it was like a one and done thing, that all right, I have this thing called endometriosis, there's a name to the pain, and I'm having this laparoscopy. I'm gonna feel better afterwards, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna move on with my life. So yeah, I was pretty naive, right? I didn't know much, but yeah, so laparoscopy went great. After that, I was on like a birth control for a year, and then I learned about like endometriosis diet. I did some more research, and so I changed my diet. I switched to a more plant-based diet, and I went chemical free. So I removed any product that had harmful chemicals in it, from whether it was a personal beauty products to household goods, all those things. So, and I really saw it improve my symptoms. Like, I had no pain. I mean, coming from like debilitating pain all the time to no pain, it was amazing. So I thought I was cured. It's like, praise the Lord, I am cured. No more. And then 2 years later, after my first laparoscopy, that second year hit, and I just all of a sudden had this really bad episode before I went to work. It was just a really bad episode, and so it was near the time that I saw my doctor and then had an ultrasound and found out that I had a few endometriomas. Endometriomas are complex cysts, which means that they're cysts that are more solid, probably are filled with blood. So endometriomas are filled with blood, and some of them are like chocolate cysts. They can get pretty large. So yeah, so that second time it was really tough for me because I always associated endometriosis with pain. I thought, okay, if I'm in pain, then there's something wrong. If I'm not in pain, nothing's growing, I'm cured, I'm fine. And I learned that it's kind of like the silent killer. Even if you don't feel anything, there still can be scarring and scar tissue and lesions and endometriomas forming. So that second time was really tough for me, and that's when I started taking this illness really seriously. This disease, whatever condition, whatever you want to call it, it's not good. Yeah, that's when I started taking it more seriously, and I've noticed, looking back, that it did also develop a fear in me that, okay, will I need this laparoscopy? Will I need to have surgery on my ovaries every 2 years? This is crazy. So after my second laparoscopy, I just decided to stick with the low dose birth control. I still continue my diet, and I'm still chemical free. That stuff's not good. That's a separate video. I'm not gonna talk about that. But I just wanted to see, okay, will the birth control pills, will they buy me more time? With stage 4 endometriosis, recurrence rate is high, and I just wanted to see if it will buy me more time, maybe like 3 years, 4 years. Spread these jokers out, because surgery on your ovaries, that's not something you want to do all the time. So I'm now, 2 years since my second laparoscopy, and throughout this year I've just been thinking, will I need another one? Will I need another surgery? And that's just, I didn't want that. The recovery from my second laparoscopy was really tough. It was tougher than my first one, and maybe because with age, I don't know, but it was just tougher for me to recover. And so I didn't want to go back. It's not something I want to go back to. So fast forward now, for the past 3 months, I've started experiencing those symptoms again, and I've had a few episodes, and another one at work. I keep having these episodes at work, where I'm like hunched on the floor, or I don't know, but yeah, I had some really bad episodes, and I had an ultrasound scheduled. Saw my doctor, we talked about it, scheduled the ultrasound, and that was yesterday. And I got home. I always ask for that report. I always ask for your reports, by the way, if you don't do that. So I asked for the report, and I reviewed them. Unfortunately, I don't see my physician until next week, so for us to really discuss this. But I've learned how to really look at my reports and to study them. So I looked at the report, and I saw complex cyst. Like, great. And that can be an endometrioma, another one, which is the reason for the pain. I also have growing fibroids. That doesn't help too, so that adds on to it. They team up. So that was tough to read, to see that. Sorry for the noise. That was really tough to see that, because I just need a moment. All right, sorry, I had to take a break. So I really didn't like that. I looked at that, and I just remember that's what my last report said when I needed laparoscopy. So at this point, I don't know, I'm just kind of emotional. Again, I'm not going to see my physician until next week, and we'll discuss what that means and what that'll mean for me. So I have more lesions, and I have an endometrioma. So at this point, honestly, I'm just kind of thinking, I may not even have surgery, even if that's recommended. That's where I'm at emotionally. I don't know if my mind will change depending on how bad this gets, but I'm thinking, hey, it's only one, it's large, but let me just wait to see if it grows. I don't know what the right option is for me right now. I just know that I'm not ready to have another one. I don't want to have another one. I know I don't have to if I don't want to in the end, but yeah, I don't know. So that's where I'm at. I'll keep you posted and see what happens. But for those who pray, keep me in your prayers. Yeah, man, your girl doesn't want surgery. Tell this body to... All right, sorry. Yep, so that's where I'm at. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for those who subscribed and are joining me on this journey with living with recurrence. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, bye.